Okay, so you had
your experience at Union, how it's impacted your sense of call, and how you would articulate that sense of call now.
Okay. I can start by saying that I'm really grateful now that I did not go to seminary right out of undergrad. I think that's a really good experience for a lot of people, and I'm very glad that it was not mine. And because I would not have gone to Union had I gone right out of undergrad. And when I was applying to seminary in, I don't remember what year that was, 4 years ago. I applied to 4 different schools. One of them was Presbyterian, the other 3 were not. And I received very good scholarship packages from everywhere but Union. And I was devastated. And I just decided though that I ended up getting another grant from like the Fund for Theological Education and some other places like that, which I was really grateful for. But even before that happened, I realized that it was worth it to me to take on debt to go to a school where I would be challenged in the ways that I felt like I needed to be challenged. I grew up Presbyterian, and I know that world very well, and I'm very comfortable in that world, and I think that world is really comfortable with me. And that's not what I wanted out of seminary. And so I picked Union knowing that I was going to be stretched, and I was, in ways that I didn't imagine, in the ways, and I think that currently at Union, especially this year with the Black Lives Matter movement, we've been dealing with a lot of institutional racism issues at Union, and I've seen my peers step up and challenge professors. I've seen my peers step up and challenge each other and challenge the administration. And as we still continue the work outside the walls of Union, and I've been really inspired by that, and I've been so inspired by seeing my peers and my community at Union work internally on our own issues of race among peers and among different levels of institutional power, and then also continue the work in the streets outside of Union. And so seeing those happen simultaneously and seeing those processes inform each other, I think has really shaped how I have viewed how we deal with race issues as institutions and as organizations. And it's also challenged me personally, very deeply. I've been challenged in classes directly by peers and indirectly. And I feel like with any good education, I leave with more questions than answers and more questions than when I came in, but I'm really excited to continue exploring those questions. And to talk about the call question, I went into seminary unsure of whether or not I was called to parish ministry, and I thought I would be clear when I came out, and I wasn't until I visited a church that I was looking to hire an associate pastor that sounded like a great job, and I went and I was like, I can't do this. I love church and I want to be in church, but I don't want to, it just didn't feel right. And I went back actually and read my application essay to Union, and I said I wanted to be involved. I felt called to peacemaking and to community building. And I had forgotten that I had written that, and I don't really know what I meant by it when I wrote it. But I was like, oh, that has not changed. I mean, maybe the details of how it's fleshed out, what that looks like, have changed. But that has been a call that I feel like I entered with, and it was very unclear to me what that looked like. And it was a call that was nurtured and that I left with, even though it didn't look the same. And even until you all called me when I was on the train, going back from DC to New York, I still didn't know what that call looked like. And even after hearing that conversation, I still wasn't sure if this was my call. And but I got an email actually from Libby, who's not here right now, and she relayed a story to me about a time, I hope I can share this, sorry Libby, about a time when she was not sure of her call, that her community helped her discern a call, and she trusted in her community sometimes more than she trusted in herself. And I realized that over the last 3 years that PPF, my work with PPF has nurtured a call, this calling that I had felt for years to peacemaking and community, has shaped it, has changed it, has challenged it, and helped guide that sense of call. So much so that I trusted and was excited then to answer yes, even though I'm not sure what that will look like, and I'm excited to find out what that will look like together for us. And yeah, I'll just stop there.